Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been forever. It's probably been about a year since I've last made a video. And today is our lucky day because I decided to make one again. Today, I would like to talk about 2 years on hormone replacement therapy. Let me tell you, it's been crazy. A whole lot of craziness. But yeah, we're gonna talk all about that today, both physical, mental changes and differences, things that I've liked and anything that I may have disliked, and all of the above. So let's get started. So first and foremost, my anniversary, hormone anniversary, if you will, is April 26th of 2017. So at the end of April, it was 2 years, and we're almost toward the end of June. So it's almost been 2 years and 2 months, and a lot has gone on in that time. I remember the first day that I took my hormones, I was so excited, so damn excited. I felt like everything was about to change, which it was. I felt like everything was about to change, and I couldn't wait. Like, super pumped. I'm pretty sure I have a video on my channel that shows me taking my first dosage. I'm not mad about it. So yeah, that day was like a monumental day for me, and it started my medical transition, and very happy about it. So let's look at now. If you know me, you know that I'm very technologically advanced, like not good, technologically inept. But I'm gonna try and do something so cool, and if I do this, y'all should like pay me $1 million or something because I've just solved all the world's problems. I'm gonna try to put a little photo right here. We'll see what happens because it probably won't happen. But maybe. So we're going to talk about physical changes first, and I want to talk about my beautiful, gorgeous, lovely face, and all the changes. So the photo that I'm going to attach is one of me in Spain. It's in 2014, and I weigh a little less, so there's that. And then obviously this is very much pre-hormones. So first major thing that I've realized about my face is my cheeks, okay? So like, cheeks, yes. But they're a lot fuller. They have a lot more shape. Like, I'm not wearing any makeup right now, by the way, but, because I just showered. But like, I have more of a natural contour. You see that? Which I really like because of my cheeks, because of the redistribution of fat in my face. So that was one of the most major things. If you look here, in this picture that I've hopefully put up, you can see that it's much more like, it's not as full. I don't want to say concave because that sounds like extreme, but like my face is just not as full. It's more rigid. Like, I do have bags under my eyes still, or like dark circles a little bit, but like that's more pronounced, and my face doesn't look as full. I feel like ever so slightly, like my jaw has like rounded out a little bit, not the bone of course, but like as far as how like where the skin is, not skin, the fat is positioned. Oh my God, look at all this extra skin. Anyway, so that looks different and a lot more feminine, creating like an overall more feminine look to this part of my face. My nose, I think, has stayed pretty much the same, as have my eyes. But look at the brows. Wherever this picture is, look at those brows. And let's just look at these brows. I'll put them right up into the camera for you so that you can see how much of difference there is. Yes, I need to pluck, but those things were caterpillars, like bad. And I've learned how to feminize those over time. Next, let's talk about my body. Picture number 2. So this was the first day that I took my hormones. I think this was either right after or right before. And pardon my nakedness, which I seem to be naked a lot, so it's fine. Okay, so things that made me pretty dysphoric about my body beforehand. As you can see, it's like so going down into my hips, which I did not have hips, it's very very opposite triangle shape. And I hated that. Like, obviously the ideal quote unquote feminine shape is like the hourglass figure, and I very much did not have that. So it was almost triangle, but almost like square. It was like chest, belly, and then it got smaller, hips, legs. It was like there was no shape. I had no hips. I did have a very nice ass, and I still have a very nice ass. That was like my one saving grace. No, but it was very much like that, just a masculine figure. My chest, as you can see, is very flat, and there's just no shape to my body. Over all of this time, a lot has changed in my body. My chest is not flat anymore. I'm not wearing a bra right now, but let's see if I can. I mean, I haven't even been officially measured, but I say like a B, maybe an A+. I know that's not a thing, should be. But like an A+ or a B, where I was flat before, completely flat. I would say, so that's first and foremost amazing. I told myself that after a few years of hormones, I would analyze whether or not I'd want to get like an augmentation or anything. And I'm very happy with where I am and the shape and the look. So I don't think I need to touch that. Next thing, I have a lot more thighs. They've gotten decently thick. My ass has gotten bigger. It's gotten decently thick. My thighs for sure, and my hips. I have so much more shape. The way that like hormones redistribute the fat in your body is amazing. To me, it's crazy that it can even do that, but it's like going through puberty again for me, except the correct puberty. And so seeing my body, I'll have to try and also attach a picture here. Seeing my body now with that shape feels so right. And I never knew how much it affected me until I've seen this change. I feel so much more comfortable in my body. I feel like myself, which is a very good feeling. And I'm trying to think any other physical things. Not so much, but the main differences would be my face, my chest, and then my hips. So all really great things. As far as mental, a lot of things have changed as well. Prior to being on hormones, I was an unemotional person. I did not cry, and I did not let those emotions flow out of me. Now I could cry at the drop of a hat. Like, doesn't matter what it is. Commercials. Like, this might be really stupid, but seeing like a dad walking down the street with his son or his daughter and like holding their hand or pushing like a baby in a stroller, it like makes me want to cry. Legit, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm like almost tearing up. But I'm a lot more in touch with that side of me, and it feels right. it's freeing, really. Whereas before it was like a cage that it was trying to get open that wouldn't open. Now I'm able to release those emotions and it feels so much better afterwards. Another thing mentally, and this is a little hard to describe, but male brains and female brains like operate differently, and there was always somewhat of like an incongruence between like how like the patterns of which I was thinking versus like how my brain wanted to think. That sounds really confusing, so if you're still with me, great. But now, like, it all makes sense. The way that my like brain goes about thinking things matches up with like the hormonal part of it. It's not even hormonal, but like there's congruence, whereas before it was more like not so congruent, if that makes sense. So like, I'm saying like a lot. So it works now, and there's an easier flow to like how I think, instead of like there being a fight in my brain with what's going on. So that has definitely changed. It, again, like I said, with my body, I feel more like myself, and there's more of a self-acceptance, and I'm working on self-love. We're all on that journey. If you're not, hop on, because it's a wild ride. But I'm working on self-love more. But as far as hormonal differences, like very much with my brain, it just feels more right. It feels more congruent, and I'm very excited about that. So I would say that's like the main thing, being more emotional and having more of a congruency with how I think and how I process. Definitely how I process too has changed. But yeah, it's been 2 whole years. 2 whole damn years. And I'm so excited with my progress. I'm so excited with how far I've come, and I'm excited to keep going. So I wanted this video to be a little short, a little sweet, and I really do, and I say this every time I make a video, but I really do plan on making more, and sharing my story and kind of opening up about my life. And yeah, I'm excited that there are ears that are willing to listen and hearts that are open to listen as well. So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.